One thing that we're finding is that people just love classic video games.
We're seeing a lot of really excited student response about this ability to play some of these older games.
Wow. This will not backfire on
The name of the game, no pun intended, is Throwbacks.
It's a retro video game arcade. We've got upwards of 70 different arcade games. A lot of games from the 80s, 90s.
Matt Snow runs the recently opened Hometown Arcade in Norwood, Massachusetts. There's a room filled with video games for all ages to play, but here in this refurbished mill, it's games like Frogger, Pac-Man, Pinball, and Donkey Kong that are taking center stage. Taking kids and adults away from modern technology and transporting them into a retro world.
Was part of the appeal for you in opening an arcade like this that there would be the games, but there would also be a level of social interaction that a lot of kids don't get a whole lot of these days, right?
A place like this, it's ideally just socializing, having fun, having a good time. The classic games, they're phenomenal games. They're timeless games.
And as Snow says, they're games that anyone can pick up, leading to multi-generational fun.
My mom or a dad will see a certain game and, oh, this was my favorite game back in the day, and then show their kids.
The Sparks family was here visiting from Southern California. Their vacation would not have been complete, they said, without a little family pinball competition.
You are a huge pinball guy.
I'm a fanatical pinball fan. I got my whole family into it, especially me and my older son. We're big into pinball, yeah.
You found out this was here and you made a beeline.
Well, because there's an app called Pinball Map.
That's amazing.
And I found, oh my God, there's one that's got 13 machines. It's 15 minutes away. Let's go.
Skee Ball, another big hit.
Is this your game, Skee Ball?
Nah.
No, it's just one of them?
It's kind of like bowling.
We saw it time and time again at Hometown Arcade, parents showing their children the games of the past. The past is what is presently on display at Worcester Polytechnic Institute.
My name is Arthur Carlson, and I'm the University Archivist. The exhibit begins with the 1970s home console system, so Atari, Commodore, things like that, and then comes on through the 1980s where you'll see Nintendo, Sega Genesis, right up through the dawn of the 21st century where we have Xbox and PlayStations on display.
The Video Games Console Wars exhibition between WPI's Interactive Media and Game Development Program and the university's archives at the George C. Gordon Library.
These are games that are still platforms for doing future research.
Jillian Smith oversees the Interactive Media and Game Development, or IMGD program.
Interactive Media and Game Development, or IMGD, was founded 20 years ago, and it was the first degree program of its kind in the nation. And we're one of the only academic units for games in the world that has all of the areas of games and interactive media under one unit. So we have people in programming, visual arts, design, writing, interactive arts, production, technical art, all working together and collaborating together.
On one side of the single-room exhibit, there are the retro gaming consoles, as well as games and some history. But on the other side,
we showcase some of the projects done by students here at WPI that really focus on increasing representation in the video game industry.
And all those consoles on display, plus some more, are able to be played. The console on display today is a Nintendo Entertainment System.
You got this.
Giving students the chance to play the original Super Mario Brothers from the year 1985.
I think this exhibit is a fantastic way to engage people in the history of video games and to kind of relive all the retro consoles and games from those days.
Students getting a blast from the past that will launch them into their own future gaming designs.
Learning about how things have progressed in such a short period of time and how you can see the way that games have changed, so I can inspire my own game development.
Wow, and at WPI there is a room where there's a bunch of games where students will test them to see if they work, and if not, then they fix them. The exhibit runs through the end of the month.
And back to Hometown Arcade, the owner there, Matt Snow, says they have about 70 games on the floor at any one time, but they rotate them pretty frequently because they want customers to have a unique experience every time they come. He's actually already thinking about opening up a second and a third location, so stay tuned.
Fun. All right, coming up, a little competitive fun no matter your age.